Please turn to page 7 of the Kurukulla Prayer Book for Refuge and Bodhisattva. Until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from bias, attachment, and hatred. To the Founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the Founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the Founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. When, O Supreme among humans, you were born on this earth, you paced out 7 strides, then said, I am supreme in this world. To you who are wise, then I prostrate. Pure bodies, form supremely pure, wisdom ocean like a golden mountain, fame that blazes in the 3 worlds, winner the best, Lord, to you I prostrate. With the supreme signs, face like spotless moon, color like gold, to you I prostrate. Dust-free like you, the 3 worlds are not. Incomparably wise one, to you I prostrate. The Savior having great compassion, the Founder having all understanding, the field of merit with qualities like a vast ocean, to you, the one gone to thusness, I prostrate. The purity that frees one from attachment, the virtue that frees one from the lower realms, the one path, the sublime pure reality, to the Dharma that pacifies, I prostrate. Those who are liberated and who also show the path to liberation, the holy field qualified with realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts, to you, the sublime community intending virtue, I prostrate. Homage to the Supreme Buddha, homage to the Dharma refuge, homage to the great Sangha, to all 3 ever devout homage, to all worthy of respect, bowing with bodies as many as all realms' atoms in all aspects, with supreme faith I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions, perform only perfect virtuous actions, subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a mirage, the flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud, see conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the foe of faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. From Tushita's hundreds of God's protectors' heart, to tip of this fresh, pure, white heap, curd like cloud, O Losandrapa, Dharma's omniscient King, pray come to this place with your disciples. In space ahead, on lion throne, lotus and moon, Venerable Guru, smile brightly with delight. Stay hundreds of eons to spread doctrine as supreme merit. Feel for my mind of faith. Your wisdom mind sees full range of knowables. Your eloquent speech adorns fortunate ears. Your beauteous body, fame, glory, outstanding. Homage to you, worthwhile to think of, hear and see. Pleasant offerings of water, various flowers, fragrant incense, light perfume, and so on. Oceans of offerings set out and envisioned, offered up to you, supreme field of merit. Non-virtue committed with body, speech, and mind, which I have heaped up since beginningless time, especially what has contradicted 3 vows. Each I confess from my heart with strong regret. In time of strife you strove to learn and practice, shunned a mundane concerns, made life essenceful. O protector from depths of our hearts, we rejoice in your powerful great deeds. Venerable Gurus from love and wisdom, clouds densely massed in your Dharmakaya sky, pray loose a rain of vast profound Dharma on fields of disciples just as needed. Whatever virtue that I've here gathered, bring benefit to all beings and doctrine, and may it make venerable old Tsongkhapa's essential teachings specially shine forever. Mib me tse wei te chen chen rei zig, dri me kien pe wang po jom pel yong, du pu ma du jong ze song wei dak, gan chen ke pe sung gen song kapa, lo song dra pe shabla so wa de. O glorious and precious root Guru, pray stay seed of lotus on my crown, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments of body, speech, and mind. O glorious and precious root Guru, pray take seed of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments common and supreme. O glorious and precious root Guru, pray take seed of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness, until supreme awakening remain steadfast. Homage to the exalted 3 jewels. Thus have I heard at one time. The Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha on Vulture Mountain, together with a great assembly of monks and a great assembly of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One was absorbed in the concentration of the countless aspects of phenomena called profound illumination. At that very time, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, was looking perfectly at the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom, perfectly looking at the emptiness of inherent existence of the 5 aggregates also. Then, through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, how should a child of the lineage train who wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom?
Thus he spoke, and the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, replied to the Venerable Shariputra as follows. Shariputra, whichever son or daughter of the lineage wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom should look perfectly like this, subsequently looking perfectly and correctly at the emptiness of inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Form is empty, emptiness is form. Emptiness is not other than form is not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, like this, all phenomena are empty, without characteristics. That is, they are not produced and do not cease. They have no defilement and no separation from defilement. They have no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness. There is no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visible form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object to touch, no mental phenomenon. There is no I element, and so forth, up to no mind element, up to no element of mental consciousness. There is no ignorance and no cessation of ignorance, and so forth, up to no aging and death, and no cessation of aging and death. Likewise, there is no suffering, no origin, no cessation, and no path, no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and abide in the perfection of wisdom, and because their minds have no obstructions, they have no fear. Passing utterly beyond error, they attain the final state beyond sorrow. All the Buddhas who reside in the three times by relying upon the perfection of wisdom become manifest and complete Buddhas in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, and complete enlightenment. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the equal to the unequaled mantra, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, since it is not false, should be known as the truth. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is proclaimed. Tayata gate gate paragate parasongate bodhisoha. Shariputra, this is how a bodhisattva, a great being, should train in the profound perfection of wisdom. Then the Blessed One arose from that concentration and said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva, the great being, well said, O child of the lineage, so it is. The profound perfection of wisdom should be practiced exactly as you have taught, and the Tathagatas will rejoice. When the Blessed One had said this, the Venerable Shariputra, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, and the entire assembly, as well as worldly beings, gods, humans, demigods, Gandharvas, and others, were filled with admiration and highly praised what had been spoken by the Blessed One. In the holy supreme abode of the Dakinis, possessed of clairvoyance and miraculous power, unwaveringly caring for practitioners as your children, homage to the host of the three places Dakinis. Aka Samara Sachinara Samaraya Pe. Taya Tao Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasom Gate Bodhisoha. Through the power of the truth of the exalted three-jewel speech, may all on the side of negativity, such as the four Mars, be stopped. May they become non-existent. May they be pacified. All enemies, obstructors, and hindrances, Shante Kuri Soha. The 80,000 types of obstructions pacified, free from adverse, harmful conditions, may all be conducive in perfect auspiciousness, bring happiness and well-being here, right now. Saji Purgi Zhonsheng Me Tong Tramri Rabling Ji Ni Degem Padi Sangye Jingdu Migte Ua Yidro Kunam Dag Jing La Chur Pasho Jetsun Lama Dampa Kyenam Ki
Can't say dream dreamne jita sampe ruje zima la ja ye churgi Chapa watu so idam guru mandala kam niyatayami Chodang soke chognam la Jangchub badu dagni kapsu chi dagi chunyen ki pesonam ki jola penche songge dropa sho Chodang soke chognam la Jangchub badu dagni kapsu chi dagi chunyen ki pesonam ki jola penche songge dropa sho Chodang soke chognam la Jangchub badu dagni kyapsu chi dagi chunyen ki pesonam ki jola penche songge dropa sho
Good morning, everyone. It's cold outside? Really? It's cold. But it's not snow, it's good. Yeah, some other place, big snow, New York. Anyway, it's wonderful. We have some kids here. Usually, Buddhism says meditation is very important. The meditation makes you more contemplate on concentration your mind. Therefore, meditation is important. Then also motivation is very important. Therefore, I would like to teach how you do motivation to every day. I like to everyone just sit, relax. First, you need to sit your body very relaxed. You can put your hand also any kind, it's fine. Usually, they say like this. Your hand like this, put it, then put it here. And the thigh, yeah, like that. Then just close eyes. It's like morning. If you before go to walk, before go to school, before you do any kind of job, to set up good motivation is very important. And what kind of motivation we need? Just think about. I hope today everything go very well. Just think about that. Also, I hope today everyone has a wonderful day. Then also today I'm doing my best not harm anyone intentionally. Think about more than that. Then also I've tried to my best for everyone, anyone. You take that kind of motivation, then go to work, go to school, it becomes like different than usual. Then also when you come back home from work, from school, before you go bed, you check, like try to right now you are just feeling that, okay? Now you come back from your work, you come back from school, you did your all the homeworks, now you're going time to go bed. Then think about 2-3 minutes. What I did today. You did a good job, you did good study, you make sure other people also happy, then you rejoice. Then like promise, tomorrow also I'm going to send. Maybe better than today. Just right now, just try to you feel you allow time to go bed, to go sleep. Maybe you're already under your bed. Then think about, do you do something wrong today? If you have some unhappy feeling, or you get someone mad, then you say, okay, sorry, I did today that intentionally. Then you like promise, tomorrow I'm not doing anyone like that. This is like your motivation to the morning and the motivation to the evening. This is very important for always. That you become better every day, better every day. Now, at the moment, like you get up, like think about what I say. Just 1-2 minutes to set up good motivation. Now you come back from your walk, time to go bed. Think about what I'm saying. Just feel like that. Then you sleep also like happy feeling, calm feeling. You will be good sleep. Okay, that's good enough. Okay? This usually we have some motivation or we have something idea. That's good always. And then the Buddhism we say, we have so many different statues, we have different books. I think they already explained for the kids. And the Buddhism believe for each single sentient beings have Buddha nature. Everyone has Buddha nature. Therefore, like example, when the dry flour, dry rice and the whole foods, the box, it has nature of the grow rice again. Can we say like that? Seed, yes, seed, right? But it needs to put under the ground, a lot of water, then they will grow that. Same as us, we all have Buddha nature. We have very good nature. We have very good nature. We are not bad person, we are good person. But the attachment, angry, jealous, hater, then they all stock our mind. They just cover. here, maybe like the construction people's clothes, a lot of dirt. Then who else? Usually everyone said, wash your clothes every day. We don't see much dirt. Like, construction people, then who? Mechanics, they have saw a lot of the clothes, their service clean before, but the dirt here a little bit, here. There's no one day. Here a little bit, here a little bit, then they become just cover. But you wash, you can wash. Same as that our mind is very clear, very wonderful nature, but all the delusions come out that. Therefore, also we are very strong, we say, me, my, right? Oh, we are very strong that one. My toes. I want to buy more toes. Therefore, we have always, everyone have, me, my. Therefore, everyone say, all the me, my come together, then we have fight. The country says, my country, don't do my country. The neighbor said, don't put you back your trash back my backyard, my place. Don't you car park in my street, We always even say even sometimes the brothers, sisters, don't put your clothes in my bag, take that. Right? We always like that. This is we have to clean up. Like example, easy way. It's kids reading, there's no eyes, no ears, no body. You hear that? But usually we have body. It's my body. It's my physical. It's my eye. Therefore we say, like that it means, yes, we have eyes, we have ear, we have, feeling, but not same as what we see, what we think. Like you guys, kids study for science, there's a quantum physics. Quantum physics. Have you guys studied that? Not yet? You will do that, I'm sure you guys. But like that, you can go to Google, now you go, what is quantum physics? Like, that means, they say also, like, if you go to deep, we don't find anything. Like same Buddhism also say, we go deep, we say, when someone's name is Julia, Julia. Is it Julia's head Julia? No, it's my head. Is Julia's hand Julia? No, it's my hand. Is Julia's heart? No, today Julia is very happy. Today Julia is very sad. Something we put. If you're looking their way, you don't really find. Therefore, they're not eye, not ear. Same is, which one your eyes? Is black one here? Is one your eyes? No, right? The inside, how you say this? Pupil, the black and the white one, is your eyes? You think that's? No, right? Where's your eye? This is just piece of meat. Right? Even sometimes some people, this one not people, we don't see any problems. We can see like a nice one like that, but they don't see. Where's your eyes? If you go to one by one, then you don't really see, you don't really find. Therefore, like they say, no eyes. They don't say, they don't miss it, they're not eyes. It's eyes, but eyes depends all different materials, each other. They, I say, oh, yeah, interdependence, okay? Like that, this is one of Buddhism idea. Therefore, my main thing is to the everyone has Buddha nature. The males can be Buddha, we call Buddha male. The females can Buddha, we call female Buddha. We have the female Buddha, we call Tara here, do you see? Have you guys saw that the outside? She's also very good for hot, cold weather. She doesn't need to any AC, any heat. Summer's very hot, that she just stays somewhere. If the winter is very cold, a lot of snow there, that she just stays like that. Right? Therefore, when you become Buddha like that, anyway, therefore, we all have Buddha nature that we need to meet the conditions. Condition is what we have to. We have to take out the attachment. Goodbye. Angry, goodbye. Jealous, goodbye. You feel, what is that? Do you know banana tree? Have you know banana tree? There are so many layers. Take one layer, 3 layers, 3 layers. Like that you need, when you peel all the layers we can say layer? Yeah, then we can see that the all inside. Like maybe we can say cone. Do you know cones? Cones, right? Corn muffin. No corn muffin. Corn. In order to we get eat the corn, we have to peel all the husk. Then we can be delicious there. Same there. We have lot of husks for the attachment, angry, jealous, hatred. Me, my. Therefore, when you get out that, then really, Buddha nature will come up. Okay? Therefore, our human nature is peace and calm, but the cover for the delusions. When we take out that, then we become Buddha. When you become Buddha, then everyone just prostration. Blasphemy, blasphemy. Anyway, like that, okay? The Buddhism say everyone has Buddha nature. You can take this with you home. Then I really mention you guys. Try to always best for others. Be kind to others. Be nice to others. Be smiling face others. But you have to also careful, okay? Not smile everyone. If you smile everyone, they say, oh, you may be something problem. Like we usually most contact our people when it's smiling. Usually smiling is we don't have to pay anything. If we pay anything, we are very, it's too expensive. But smiling, we don't need to pay anything. It's bring for very warm heart for everywhere. Okay? It's not fake smiling, also real smiling from your heart. How can you guys know how you fake smiling? Anyway, it's not fake smiling, just try to real smiling. Then how you do that? You can think of the reason, because the other person is very kind for me. My classmate is very kind for me. So why? Because you have the classmates, you're able to study. Otherwise, the teacher doesn't teach one person. Right? Therefore, if you don't have a friend, right now everyone's friend on the computer. Right? Maybe YouTube, Facebook, your friend's mission, not real people. Real the person with you, you don't really talk, we don't talk. We just talk others of the world. Therefore, if you have your friends like that, then you become like single person. Alone. We don't trust people, we don't have contact with people. It's very dangerous. It's not just our people's power. Right now, change the time, change the year. We can see the lot of problems. Like global warming. Some places very hot, some places very warm, some places very cold. A lot of problems same time together, because the people's mind have so many desires that we create a lot of things. Then we don't want to talk with the person next to us. We hate them. Very bad word. Right? We just talk other place. So this makes, the more distance next to with you, because you don't feel each other. When you have some dinner, usually we can see the 10 people, same room, eating together or some relax. You just phone. You don't talk each other. Therefore, it makes you doesn't feel the person's nature next to you. Then move just like piece rock. You stare at piece rock. Like heat. Even the heat makes you very warm. But next to the person next to you doesn't give you any feeling, because we don't give any feeling them. Therefore, this is a little dangerous. Therefore, always be nice, warm heart, intentionally try to not harm others. Of course, unintentionally, that's good. Unintentionally, we harm always, but not intentionally. Of course, we mistake all the time. It's fun, we can mistake. Okay? Why we are need to be nice to others? Because if someone very nice to you, you're happy. You say, oh, my friend, because he's very kind for me. If you be nice to others, they will be nice for you, because they have the feeling. If you nice, maybe piece of rock, maybe rock doesn't give any feeling. But right now, even the science, they say, you say very bad words to bloom some flower, take pictures. You say very nice words, say bloom the flower, take picture, they can become different picture. Have you heard that? Have you kids heard that? Yeah, they have something, Therefore, even there's physical things. Usually Buddhism really doesn't believe that. But now they show the picture, then we have no choice. Okay. Right? Therefore, we say we can be nice like this flowers. Oh, for nice. And we say, Buddhism say we say they don't have any feeling. But now the science, they take pictures, they have some feeling. I don't know how they do that. But anyway, like pets, animals, when we put nice for them, the dogs, they tail just tail. Then they lips, how is the lips? Like that. Thanks. I don't know, cats, how to do? Cats. What? Purr means what? Right? Yeah, therefore, the pets, if they know that their boss or their owner, they got mad, they just stay very quiet. When boss come to the home, maybe boss have some, even walk just close door, then bats, no, they just quiet, under the maybe bat. Then the boss or owner come home, they think they're nice, then they can, like that. Therefore, peace, warm heart is very important for all of us. Therefore, what kids going to take home? Yeah, Buddhism says peace is very important. Warm heart is very important. We cannot just waiting for others. Are they very nice for me? We cannot wait that. We cannot wait. Yeah, wait. Don't wait, okay? Just be nice there. Go have that. Then they be nice. This is most just very easy. We need every day. Okay? Because everyone needs looking for the peace. All the beings, Buddhism believe all the beings, the animals, ants, snakes, the fish, everyone same as us, they're feeling. The birds early morning, they just come up, they're even very cold, they're looking for food. Then the fish, fish never stay here, always going right. Is fish sleep? If they sleep, they stop they're moving. Really, I don't know that. Are you guys? They're just moving like that, when they're sleeping. It's not same as us, right? But anyway, when they're moving and walking, they're always looking for peace, relaxed, happy. When they're always, sometimes they're, some snake, I don't know, here very, very peace snake. The India, Tibetan, they have snakes not very nice. They bite you. Here people have the pet, right? But the snakes also, they bite us because this is how they protect themselves. The one animal, the head become like that. What do you call this? Not turtle. Yeah, all the heads come like that. Yeah. Do you guys have that? Yeah. Also, you have anyone have? What, you can have one? Yeah, because those. If he or she just relax, he just walking. He does, they're skunk. Skunk, right? Skunk very nice. He look very nice. He have some white here, then black. But if he got mad, makes to everyone. Therefore, this is not making potentially for makes us to be smart, but they try to protect themselves. Same as the other animal, they through the hairs, they try to protect themselves. Therefore, anyway, how you say? Like that. Therefore, always to peace, nice. This is more important. Okay, this is for the kids. Then everyone has Buddha nature. Don't forget that. Okay, means everyone has a good nature. Okay. Okay. Okay, now my English also finished. My English has a limit. Thank you. Thank you. I wish we all become like kids. There's not much worry. When you grow up, you more worry all the time. Because you have more responsibilities. Therefore, anyway. Okay. Okay. Now everyone knows what to do, what cannot do. This is a Tanganzugi Nambe Chuni Kadi in a Labdeate, Tanjimpe Samba said you want to us.
And so so what is important for us, is to always to have a good thought, and thought wanting to benefit others.
And the Kadinan Chomata the Gumgores.
And also, important to meditate on death and impermanence.
And I am Dalumadala Teshra sitting Yabushar Maravas.
So in this country or anywhere, maybe actually it's not very pleasant word to hear, right? Death. To think about death.
And it gave in Tama Chiva, Dibin Tama Trava, Sobet and Seba setting Jitang Chuniember.
So this is the nature, of the things, like the end of the birth is a death, and the end of accumulation is exhaustion, and
Sobetama Seba,
and
Giving Tama Shivaro, Dibin Tama Trava.
And then the end of the collection and coming together is like dispersing.
Chetatin Jitang Rotan Mangazo Nambe Soshi Kemarwa.
And so this is not, of course, it's just the way things are, right? Not made up by Buddhism.
Okay, and then Namjunga Nambe Chunima and the Sheja Samala and the Lender Korda, the Nicolan de Shemo Japores Kadina.
And so usually we all talk about a lot in Buddhism, especially about karmic law of cause and effect, death and impermanence and so forth, right?
Cheda Tenju Chivaina and Kazanguin as a kind of the Ratiche or Sangandu 다 케말레 세고나 디콜 섬로 마당 세고나 염나 디기 썸마도데 라도 그러버스.
And so it's not that it's not reality. It is, how things are, but it's just that we are not made to think about it. Either we don't know how to think about it, or we just don't want to think about it, and somehow it's left alone without being aware of it.
안 다나시는 안도 가디나 수수고 따와 수수고 썸슬 수수고 캔레 대는 진짜 따마도 봐 슈치 뭐저랬어.
And then also on top of that, we also have our own views, right? Strong views about things, or because of the religion or because of the tenets. We believe in something, and then we say, "Oh, this is how it's." Even though that's not the reality, but we still cling, to that view.
오케이. 그래다 딘디기 쩐지나 가디는 것도 참마도 봐 장장 남이가 나라 참마도 봐 조보 조모가 나라 참마도 봐 침새가 나라 참마도 봐 자구가 나라 참마도 봐 잠블리라 참마도 봐 대용고로 되리지네.
And so because of that, right, because of those wrong views, then we have all these problems among ourselves, our friends, among the couples, spouses, among the neighbors, the country, nation, whole world. All this problem comes from that.
오케이. 근데 다 던도 찾아 지금 매바 소야 탑시 야소 가르에서는 다 상주고 셈되어래. 다 상주고 셈을 나지요 말해야지.
And so all these problems, to overcome this, the best method, is to generate bodhicitta. There's no better method than generating bodhicitta to overcome these problems.
제가 까왔던 말하고 온다 봐요. 도모는 되니 phẩm을서 송해로 주시지 못할.
So just like it is said in Guide to the Buddhist Way of Life, that by contemplating for several eons, Buddhas didn't see anything better than didn't see anything more beneficial than bodhicitta.
오케이. 진짜 당가도 상주 셈때서 곰가다 들이 곰때서 잡셔. 담보.
So now we're going to meditate a little bit on bodhicitta today, okay?
근데 다시 당 상주 셈 곰발라 맛이 진짜 주소 용어셔만 뭐 저거다. 다 다른 부슈로 넣으시고 고고도 하고.
So in order to meditate generate bodhicitta, you have to develop the cause for generating bodhicitta, right? Which is like recognizing sentient beings as one's mother, remember their kindness and so forth. So, which takes time, to think about all these things, right?
근데 다도 나도 담보 니제 곰서 니제 곰고이나스.
So we'll just first meditate on compassion.
니제 세대 가르질라다 니제 뭐데 셈질이야. 둥아가 왜 셈질하면 대 둥아다 잔데가 로질라 니질라 그래서. 다나째 마루 셈질로실라.
Compassion, is a mind that observes on sentient beings who are suffering, and wanting them to be free from that suffering, thinking, may they be free from suffering. How wonderful it would be if they are free from those suffering.
제다다 단대 잘해 봐나다 너도 자나라야. 종체가 나라야. 오늘 몸자 동호셔 사야 먹보다 오늘 다 같이 남자 신앙은 단 내대어 봤어. 다 같이 속다 산이가 시기도 시기 말이니까 내대어 봤어.
And like now in China, in this city, there are so many people, right? Hundreds and thousands or millions of people who are always living with the fear, thinking that they will get the disease and they might be sick and die, and thinking of that all the time.
배낭 간존들라 배낭 단대만 간존이요도 내가 막 샤파로 심패네야. 순고도 키면 대킹에 대다 같이 들이 동간 로고이나 당가도 세거로 와. 수용고를 홍도도 스스럼도 하고 말았어. 샤파.
And so, for example, like somebody comes here.
네바 그소서 네바 개사요 말다. 이나 다치 다 있고 방에 술쿠나 키로글람나.
Somebody comes here with a whip, and then just throws it, towards us, and whoever gets hit by that whip, will be, put in a prison. If we were turning like that, and then how much afraid we'll be and terrorized we'll be, right? Thinking that maybe I'll get hit, and I'll be put into prison like that.
근데 단대에 잘한군에 다 자나가 집에 단 잠블리 미강한 감라라들세요.
And not only China, but also all the people in the world are worried about that.
그러. 제 자가 아니 다 텐데징 가서 삼다나 그 인증 못 받은 거는 세워 가서 제도 걸어 봤어.
So if you think about those sufferings that human beings are going through, then you'll be able to develop some compassion there.
제다 다 텐데징 못 받았던 거는 저 소소티 나란던데 대다 텐데비 소소 미랑 거네 샤리원 돈에 대다 텐데비 동안다 찾나 치마로 잡아 제지 삼도 따셔도 텐데 삼고 텐데 샘지 이제 깨고 그랬어.
So now think about that suffering, right? And or actually think about yourself being among those people who are going through their suffering, and then develop that strong sense of compassion, wanting them to be free from those sufferings. And thinking, may they be free from their suffering. How wonderful it will be if they are free from those sufferings.
And the young Nella, that Susan Della, on the Chicta, Sanjato Sancho Samba, and the Chicta, and Namke. Trenchavan jet such an use, and Tindla Suzo Tindishit, sometimes dying this.
And so now, before you develop that thought, visualize a merit field in the space in front of you, where the Buddha or the Bodhisattvas of the 10 direction are all floating in the space in front of you, and in their presence, think of generating bodhicitta like that.
Okay, now we to meditation, okay? Maybe a couple minutes. First, you merit field. The second, think about the people, the China, put you the object, and feel the suffering, feel the nervous. Then I wish to happy, or wish to free from them to their suffering. Think about that, how much you can something fill your mind. 다들 조잡한다. 다 참고 검쇼스. 다들 된지게 샘지도 대화단 대외지단단 쯤으로 내버 처치 직선 보고래서.
Now change the topic to loving kindness. So those kind of beings, may they be happy. How wonderful it will be if they are happy.
다들 저번에 당도 학점선으로 텐데가 동어나 저와 대화도 돼야 돼. 나랑 제도나 간다야고도 나랑 제이 30 쯤 보고 그래서.
Now change from the loving kindness to special intention and taking the responsibility upon oneself to eliminate all the sufferings of sentient beings and to provide them with all the happinesses they want.
다 된지 섬진답니다. 동화다 저와 대화다 대야 체도 단단한 니법문도 다대 소라도 상질란도 때 대대회 상제 공부하다가 톰나 쯤으로 좀 된지 톱으로 쇼 좀 샘들이 좀 방고 그래서 대라 샤지고 샘 곰스.
So however, do I have that power to eliminate the sufferings of all sentient beings and bring them all the happinesses they want? I don't have that power right now. So only being who has that power is the Buddha, fully enlightened being. So in order to eliminate all the sufferings of the sentient beings and to bring them happiness they want, I must become a Buddha. So I develop that strong thought, wanting to become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings.
This is what we call meditation bodhicitta. Okay. Takadina and the gom japtona yaboyore.
It's good to meditate like that every day.
아니 단당어도 초와스게 레가 말했어. 이나 곰이안에 안에 저야네 안에 잡나 고 삼진 요원도 요사래.
So just by meditating once or twice like that, we will not be able to get much feeling. But if we develop that, generate that kind of mind on a daily basis, then over the time, then you really get strong feeling.
오케이. 근데 어두시 근데다 곰도 근데다 다 근데게 셈데 제바이나 땅 알아서 내가단 다 되고 내대 라다시 3에 된다던 적 그래스.
And so if we are able to generate that kind of mind, the bodhicitta, and then we'll be able to accomplish all our wishes, our own self and all other sentient beings, all the temporal and ultimate wishes.
근데 임비 아니 변해도 좋다 가서 아니 샤저고 생고 변이 쬐요래 되는 나가서 죽스치나 봤다 되게 덤바든 망곤도 그래서.
And so we have already talked about those benefits, right, of the bodhicitta. Among the 10 benefits of generating bodhicitta, we are now the 6th one.
7th one.
No, 7th one.
What outline number?
330. Outline number 330, is it?
Page number?
Page 511.
Okay. 아니, okay, you can read this. 더 신경하셔더라고.
건드려다 먼저.
덤바티. 샘데 제네 내가단 다투고 된담저 아니 몇몇은 접도 했어.
So, let's say you accomplish whatever you wish, right? So that's the third. So let's read this part.
Excuse me, should you repeat the
511.
Outline 330.
511. Which book you have? Do you want? You want?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I think so. You accomplish whatever you wish.
Yes.
Okay. We read together there, okay?
When you develop this mind, you effortlessly achieve all your desires, both temporary and ultimate. The best thing to wish for would be that all sentient beings abandon their unwanted suffering and achieve their desired happiness. Engaging in the deeds of Bodhisattva says, it is said that with this, the boundless mass of beings will easily reach supreme happiness. If you have developed bodhicitta in your mind stream, you will easily succeed in all things, both ordinary and extraordinary. The knowledge mantras on tantric spells described in the tantric canon and so on. We have not accomplished the set of trivial deeds described in sutras and tantras, in certain anthologies, and so on, making it rain, stopping hell, and so forth. Blame this on our lack of bodhicitta. Thus you neglect the right of source of others and obstacles, like sickness, etc., and want to have greater ability. You must develop this mind. It is wrong to think an instruction taught on some tantric spell is at fault if it does not work for you. You need not resort to mantras. Home pay, pay, pay. And do these things by merely swearing on earth. Bodhisattva's son Buddha Didida made his body whole again by such an oath. Once in Lhasa, the Kichu River was about to overflow its banks, and so on. Pelwa wrote these words on a stone. If it is true that I, Pelwa, am a bodhisattva, may the water quickly subside. He took the stone to the river bank, and the river immediately went down. He had prevented the flood simply by swearing his oath. Thus, with bodhicitta, you will achieve the highest things, your main desire, the state of omniscience. You will also succeed in these minor spells, and at the very least.
Okay, that's good.
So just by simply reading like that, we leave imprints, positive imprints in our mind. So what is the most meaningful thing? If something that we like, if we find that, is that the meaningful thing? Or like some kind of material things? So like, you like this house very much and you were able to buy this house. So is that very meaningful?
And
or if there's a place where you want to go and visit, if you have been to that place, when you arrive to that place, is that the most meaningful thing? Is it the most meaningful thing? No? Is it the most meaningful thing?
Yeah. Therefore, yeah,
so anything you do, for this life is not meaningful. So anything for this life is not meaningful. If you do something for future life, liberation, enlightenment, then it's meaningful. So if you find a house that you like, is that meaningful? If you go to a place, for a vacation, to a place you desire or you like, you're excited about, is that meaningful? Yeah.
I think you have to say, is it most meaningful?
Is it most meaningful?
Is it most meaningful?
I think we have to say most meaningful.
So according to Buddhism, whatever you do in this life, for the sake of this life, is not meaningful.
Then why if you buy your house and now you have a place where you can practice, you have quiet and your stuff, so it's contributing towards most meaningful. It in itself is a
Yeah, if it contributes to the Dharma practice, then of course it's okay. Yeah. Like having a temple, that's a house too, right? If you have a temple, or a center, you can practice Dharma, you can study Dharma. Therefore, it's good to have that. So that helps for us to do practice, which helps us, for our future lives.
근데 다 고려자도 구치에다 말해 삼에들어.
So just like that, whatever you do for this life, it doesn't become a dharma practice also. So there was this person, who went around, stupa, circumambulated stupa, and then then he told the Lama that, oh, I'm doing circumambulation of a stupa. He said, oh, that's very good, but it would be better if you practice dharma. And then he was wondering, so what is practicing dharma now? Circumambulating stupa is not practicing dharma.
아니 그님은 그 대브로 올라오대 말했어. 다 주로 올라오대 말했어.
And then he started to read a scripture, Buddhist canons of scripture, and then he asked, he told the Lama, again.
아니 안기지 않아. 다 대야보다 다 춘나마시나 야보라 왔을라 그래요.
So then Lama said, that's very good, you're reading the scripture, that's very good, but it would be better if you practice dharma.
아니 그 많이지 나로 사대 말했어. 나로 뭐서 고향 침을 당가 대진다 했어. 어디 대야보다 다 춘나마시나 야보라 왔을라 그랬어.
And then he said, okay, maybe I should recite some mantras. So he recited mantra, and then he told Lama that he's reciting mantra, and then the Lama said again, oh, that's very good, but it would be better if you practice dharma.
아니 그걸 다 가르쳐 버렸다. 아니 샌드 류타 샹집섬 곰라 와 임버스.
Then he said, then at the end, then he had no idea what is practicing dharma. So he asked the Lama, then, so what should I do to practice dharma? And the Lama said, give up this life.
제가 갑로 루타 더문도 왔어.
So for us, of course, if we cannot give up this life, anything we do for this life doesn't become dharma. Even if we had recite mantra, circumambulate, all this doesn't become dharma.
오케이, 근데 다 간다는 너 샹지고 쌤세 때, 근데 다된 초도 잡아 가르드나, 아니 니나라도 왔어. 된 초도 잡아 가네, 아니 쌤지 면대비 동아방와당, 너비 대화 잡아도 다된 초도 잡아래스.
And so it is the most meaningful thing, is is to eradicate the sufferings of other sentient beings and bring them the happiness they want.
그봐. 대다다 대가는 다 대래 대된 초도 잡아래스. 다땡도 남백에 빼자 가나 되려고 가지. 된 초도 잡아도 대래서 봐.
So that's the most meaningful thing. So it's all said in all these texts.
안 대인비 gensel라 아니 쇼인주탄에 이러 봐. 아니 가로 세메티고 손남지 대저 대로네 데발라 샹접 샘데 다 다도 담아시에스 쇼주나 요스 차단데 버다이는 만
Matino testo.
대트면도 아니 간지 대원 초도 저와 저발라 아니 세위지 뭐 처음에 그 샹접 샘 델레라 요 말에서는 라비오에서
So just like it is said in this Deeds of Bodhisattvas, it is said that with this boundless mass of beings, we will easily reach supreme happiness. So the best method, to bring that supreme happiness, for all this boundless sentient being, is the bodhicitta. There's no better than that.
아니 까와트마 라곤 통원들이 펜바스에 샹 준주나 같은 데 쓰셔요.
And just like I mentioned earlier, so by contemplating for many eons, Buddhas saw this bodhicitta the most beneficial.
오케이. 시som 받아서 제가 안에 샘데 jel라제나 안에 나서서 jel라제나 지대선에 시베 링하다 레속 그다음 땀파베 장 안에 가로 뭐더바 탐자장 안에 템에만들 가지 데 jel라제와야나 안에 지다 나쇼나 시베 양식 되는 니바모도 타마 될 때는 더 그래서
And so all these the great powers there is in the practice of the tantra, can be used to become fully enlightened by developing this bodhicitta. If you don't have bodhicitta, then it will be all for minor things, like doing spells and so forth. But if you have bodhicitta, then that tantra practice can become a cause to achieve enlightenment quickly.
다 나지간 도델레 시비다 가지고 지금 생기게 변화 지 차바가야 하는 것 되게 되는 뭐 페이만 먼저 왔던도 먼저 라레 따와나 먼저 봐디 샹지고 셈메 빌렘 바레 세는 것도 호텔 도다 지데 배워서를 시비 참배 세속 근데 되게 렌트에 저와서 먼저 봐디 샹지고 셈메 봐야 된다고요 말했어
그래서 나도 좀 연애 돼서 두 툴을
샹지고 셈메는 좀 그랬어 시단데 배웠는데 송여래서 얘나 안쪽에 되 라레도 나게 점대 도움이 도 전체 마토마틱 가는 샹지고 셈메 봐야 돼
세라 가야다
세라 가야다 소치야데 주 마토바디 마도데 라레타데 제 마토바디 샹지고 셈메 봐야 돼 제 도움이 말했어 샤지 쌤 연한데 곧 나가는 다다 제도 그래서.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it says we have not accomplished the set of trivial deeds described in sutras and tantra, in certain anthologies and so on, making it rain, stopping hell, and so forth. Blame this on our lack of bodhicitta.
대강도 문에 배도와 일단 실로도 통하면 배도와 문에 세라도 남식 남 강에들 요르스.
So what do you understand here? Does it say like, if you have bodhicitta, you'll be able to do that, right? That's what you understand? Yeah. So anyway, so like nowadays maybe people don't use that so much, but in like Tibet, there were like yogis, who were able to do those. Like they can bring rain, storms, or the hells, or even stop them and so forth. And if there's a lot of those, the disastrous rains and then they can also, do the spell and stop that.
대땡땡은 요르스 요땡 가도 뭐 돈이 없나. 가도 배반 로방 가서는 간 무슨 로바로 와서 다 들이를 보고 있나. 다 들이를 보고 다시야. 다 잡아는 잘라간 걸로 맞춰줘. 애들 근데 라마들이라 산이 가서 이렇게 있어. 리포에 잡아가셨나. 잡아 그게 잡았다 했는데 막 잡아 내가 말했고. 다 가셔 그래.
So Geshe says he's from the nomad, right? Nomad family. So the nomads, they have these places they move around, right? To move around, wherever there is better, grass and so forth, they move to that place, for the animals. And so when they're moving, they have to pack all these things. If it rains, then everything will get wet. And then they will say, call the lama. Says, we're moving tomorrow, so can you please stop rain for us? There's a rain coming, and then they say, then the lama will do some prayers, and then they can see that you can see the rain, to a certain distance, but it doesn't come. The rain doesn't come to your place, so you're dry.
근데 이거는 뭐 별에도 따들 못 보다. 대상 자도 도와지 괜 도와서 도.
So in Tibet, you can see these kind of a lot of signs like that, but nowadays not much.
오케이. 안에 대 상처sem에 와다 대단다 단단한도 배셔들 받는 로 쳐서 너들 로인배. 나들은도 지지전다 다 차다 차로서 용도.
So I don't know if you have come across there's some scriptures like maybe Diamond Kata Sutra or other sutras. They mention of if you do such and such, then the such will happen like that.
Do you read that?
Really true in some cases like that.
You read, Lord. If you do that, then everything will be fine. But we did this all the time. We have more worse things happen, right? 제가 던져오니 sometimes was. 워낙 되게 가로 다 냠내 때는 니밤에라도 아주 집어버린 냠내 니밤에 버렸어.
So yeah, even if we try so much, it doesn't happen for us. Why is it like that? Is it the practice or is it us?
We have one Geshe. When he was like a regular monk, when Tibetan we have the prayer books, when you recite the mantra, you believe that you
Soul. You blow your soul. There's a mantra.
Yeah, you might.
So you recite the mantra and you blow on your soul, and then whenever you step and then you kill the bugs, then the bugs will be liberated.
근데 니와지 되게 자와대다. 그 자와면 다 계시마다 다 자와면 가. 코니와지 라다. 코 돈에 틀어도. 근데 로바도 코 뭐지게지 나도 이제 감배월 부장도 다 틀어도 와서 저와서 콜에 갔다 왔어.
So anyway, so he disappeared. They said that the ghost took him away. The ghost took him, and then other monks teased him, saying that he always does all the things like reciting mantra and blowing his feet. So now the ghost took him. So I don't know if you have heard this, but for some people, it happens. The ghost will take them. The spirits or the ghost will take them in the night while you are sleeping. They will take them. They will take them to certain places, and you'll get all these places. You come back later, you will be brought back, and then you'll be able to describe all the places that you've been to.
When the religion have something very strange things happen. When Lhasa, Sera Garden Repu, the monks study Sera, they come from Kham. They have sometimes they got sick, like disease, kind of thawapar. Fever like that. Then the monk become like the current trine. Trine drone da yungo serva. And nimaji derje chin treje susu pai jinda jida trine susu konda chila kono su pai tiasha. and the Juma Chokarkacha, no quarter near the ways, and it touch on Rodo Landos. And the lower than draw in a touch of Karo, Takan Shona, and it Shonshabai, Tetan, those Shokishitana, Susan Hima, Chujukan Zagrusalam, but the Lushas. And so Koran Pilot. The Tendig, Susan Chivada, and the Chidag Chiva, the Chilu, the tending on the other was.
So yeah, there was some people that like they come from very far away. Like if you walk, maybe it takes a month to get to Lhasa from like Kham or Amdo. So the monks who come to study in Lhasa, they walk for months to get there, and they study. Then sometime they get taken away by the spirit or ghost. So this is in this case there's a monk who was taken by his local spirit. So it's called the landlord, the spirit called landlord. So who protects the land, of that area, and that spirit, landlord spirit, is very like kind of attached, to the people there, and so this somebody the monk said, he had a dream in the night, he saw something, it was like in a hallucination or just a dream, but he had this vision of somebody, saying that okay, let's go to your village, and then come on, ride on a horse, and then he remembered he's riding on a horse, but then next morning he was back in his village already. So like months away, right? So which takes a walk, months to walk. He was there the next morning, and they said he disappeared from the monastery here, but then he's over there, and then he only remembers that somebody coming to him, telling him to ride on the back of the horse, and then he rode, and he was like dropped in a like his childhood place.
제가 간둘라고 그랬나? 딱 간둘라고 했는데 다사 다리 랩사로 봤어. 남에서 라그 게체대야. 시다도 마소스. 소와이나 아니 시다까지 tin도서로. 다 보자.
And so then the monks, who come all the way to Sera to study from Kham, they will tell their parents or families to not, make offerings, to the landlord. So the families, they make offerings to the landlord spirit, and so that the spirit will protect them. It's for that reason. So and then if they do that, then the spirit will take the monks, from the monastery back to the home. So then the monks will tell the family, don't make offering, to the landlord spirit, for my sake. So it's not just a story; it's really happened. It has really
Okay,
happened.
I don't know why I have to talk that. Today the content that Shanju Kaje, Tangazu Charazo, Hard Mamu Tongu was, Tandaramuche, Hamu Trade was. Teda thing all in Niba Mangazu, Chenangazu, Tot Killing the Nibatamada. Take out all Niba Mare, Marasu Jelay, Shanju Semda, Niba Meditawa.
And so, anyway, so we were talking about all this, the power of the mantras, right? The power, like, you have seen many, the laminated stickers, by Lama Zopa Rinpoche saying that, oh, you should do, just by seeing it, it will purify negativity, and so forth. Like if you walk under that, or if you touch it, and so forth, like, you have seen those. So it's not that they don't have a power, but it's just that, it's not happening to us because of not having bodhicitta.
어디 단디나랜도 디나 라진지 나타서 바치 세시 니바 체원도나 셈데치 그지 아니 레먼더바서나 먼더반데다 아니 가로 셈데치 그지 했을 먼더바 대달에 쏟다위 명 레님샤가 말어서 아 대군의 셈데치 가면 양데 쏟다체 그건도 무슨 가리나데 그때 못해 제가 보여 말했어.
And so then it says here, right? So thus, if you want to rid yourself and others of obstacles like sickness, etc., and want to have greater abilities, you must develop this mind. It is wrong to think an instruction taught on some tantric spell is at fault if it does not work for you.
그래서 답변은 오늘 지나다 단답변은 안 주고 그나 샘주도 지어봐야 되나 태어나도 때 도바만 보는 걸 처음 먹으면 다 단답변은 안 주고 그나 야나가 나사도 시행이 치다 다 밑사밍이 나바강에 몸 자기 요랬어요. 그 시험도 이게 나타때 그래 몸 장을 편이면 니바 매버다 얘네티 나라 니바 매버다 가래서 나도 저버려 왔어.
And so just like, the disease now going in China, right? And so many people are praying for them, but still there's no like reduction. There's only increasing more and more, right? And so why is it that? So many people around the world praying for them, but it's not working. Is it the people or the prayer? That doesn't have the power.
제다다 안에 샘챈가 레다 니바 문제지마 가리나 양치 제에서 말하지. 마음에 거는 제도 문제 제깔 가워서로.
So one thing is that if the karma has ripened already, then there's nothing you can do. It's already there. You have to experience it. There's nothing you can do. But before it ripens, then there's a lot you can do to stop it from happening.
제가 남주 맨다 지나서 하고 뭐야 또 배벨 우설라지 나로인데 분하고 잡나 아니 쇼팽그래 삼아 되게 딱 비슷한 배벨이 주소나된 삼스지어스 니나란도 대마데 아니 나 페페소지 나다 제솔라 팀그때 제도 고 말이 샤접 세우나 간지 되는 나고 말이스.
And so in Tibet, this is like a cultural thing, maybe, or traditional thing, that if some High Lama recites a mantra and then just blows at you and say pepe like that here, who pepe like that, blows at you, then you will be free from your obstacles or hindrances and so forth. And so they hear Pabonka Rinpoche is saying that you don't need that from anybody to do that for you. Just generate bodhicitta and you will be free from all the obstacles.
And 대미 빼라 안에 상주서 다 댕기가 아니 저기 다 끌리 누우지 때문에 아니 대 간에 상주고 셈 끌리 좀 받다지 아니 드네다 끌리 차지까지 좀 받다지 당원에 내 좀 받대 제가 된 바이나 아니 수소가 쇼크네 아니 소소 물음 잡니 소용이 버렸어.
So they says also Bodhisattva Sada Prarudita made his body whole again by such an oath. So he gave his part of his body like flesh. He cut the flesh and then give it to animal or being who needed it, and then he's made the oath saying that if it is true that I have bodhicitta, then may be restored, and then the whole body just restored again like that.
대대들이 상주서 배워서 대 니나 세도 다 나진 게 아니 짐물음 빠와야 돼. 아니 물음 잡네까지 된트가 물음 잡네 아니 라사가 땅보대 그리고 달까지 출력준에 대박 감성들의 로진을 마신도
And also there's another story by the Chen-mo Palwa, right? Who made an oath on the stone to read the writing that if he has a bodhicitta, then may the river subside, and he did that, right? So those kind of powers, all through the bodhicitta.
제대당 안 주고 뒤 낸다 있던 거도 가르치 돼 왔어. 안 주고 제원도.
So can you make oath of something?
당 안주 가르쳐거든. 당 내절에 상주고 세면나 들이 남시대. 정말 많이 많이 오셔서 실력 배치 주나 가는다.
So maybe you can say, if it's true that I have bodhicitta, then may it be not cold outside. And walk out naked and see how it is.
제가 가서 된지간에 상주고 세면 제와야 나다더니 요거에서 봐서 네 받는 요소래.
So if you really have bodhicitta, then you will not feel cold at all.
된대네 요소들이 다 상주고 세면 건데 다는 배 메주고 네 받침 뭐 배에 좀 보이서. 그나 다이나 제깔고 또 받을 때 제가면 왔어.
So of course, that's a great benefit like that. If once we generate bodhicitta, but if it is very difficult, to generate.
된지다 당아도 대반 초도 된 초도 아니 샘제 탑적도 상제 공부도 약지다 샘제 받대레스.
So the most supreme meaningful thing, is to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings, and for that, we need bodhicitta.
대리마도 양지 천디가 소소고 배나 또그 담레가도 고고 말세 전에 라고 말다야.
And so for that reason, why we need to generate bodhicitta is to gain the state of full enlightenment, the most supreme, meaningful state. And for that, of course, it doesn't mean that you can't work for the benefit of this life either.
제가 아니 천디라 아니 주간에 소소고 수본 담보요와 아니 선바 가로 딱 간지 간지 된데 소소고 천디가 공고간가 접고 때 때데 고요래.
So of course you do have to work for your needs in this life, and that needs is again if you direct it towards practicing Dharma, then that becomes meaningful also.
제가 산이 야 당간도 나바 세대 제예스 야 민주 버서 맞지 뺏어가다.
So if you have just very fake or an artificial renunciation, then they say, oh, I'm going to give up this life, and then tomorrow you give up everything, and the next day you find out that you're like a beggar. That's too risky.
제가 멜라레바는 띵한들이 제송세들이 나들 좀 들어요.
So just like you have heard about the story of Milarepa, right? Someone blaming to Milarepa for him becoming a beggar.
제가 간제 간주 남주 소수 제가 따다 간가 제 간제 소수 세리가 또그 제 대쇼라야 아니 냠냐 강하다도 제나 그 냠도 냠도 약보여.
And so then do whatever you need to do for this life, right? For this present life, and then on the side, then do the practice as much as you can. Then you have both.
오케이. 테마자 어떤 삼삼 요리스. 야가도와 삼대가 로이스. 이게를 다와치스데 아니 삼마치오치 아니 잠도치 말레요 뭐 보여스.
And there are some people who like say, oh, I'm going to just give up this life, the worldly life, and then go into a solitude to do a retreat for the rest of my life, and then they go up there, and then they maybe stay for like a month or 2, and then after that they get tired of that, they couldn't do anything, and then they come back. And so then it's not really giving up. So, it's not really good to do that like that.
내가도 배회나 뭐 보여지 배회나라.
Yeah, there are so many people in Tibet, in Tibetan among the Tibetans who
티나네다.
try to do that.
티나네 자와라만 나라들 뭐 보여지. 자와들이 나라들 뭐 보여 그랬어.
And even among the monks, there are so many monks, who try to do that.
제가 대 가서 되게 고아 통하는 항상 이렇게 해요 말했어요.
And so if you see somebody, like going like that into the retreat like that, nothing to be really surprised of.
근데 대사 난 되게 많은 것도 봐서 내수시라 고맙다. 대사 내서 가르나 찍고 그런 저자한테 고노를 고쇼쇼도.
So before, it was very difficult to get the news right around, but now, through the Facebook and all these things, it's so easy. You get everything now.
제가 아니 참좀 야가 고른 참 누가 고르지 항상 강사고 말이야. 대록제냐 말이야. 조조.
So you might hear all these things, and sometimes good, sometimes bad. But, don't be too surprised. Anyway, the most important thing is to not develop develop wrong views or lose your faith in the Dharma.
오케이. 다 샹십샘 공다 하고서 간이공도 샹십샘 간이공고 삼모 간이당고도.
So now you understand that how to generate bodhicitta, what kind of thought you have to develop in order to generate bodhicitta.
근데 저도 대 니마 딱 봐. 됐음 두 삼다. 근데 니마 지처럼 샘나 지 조심을 내그래.
So if you think of bodhicitta all the time like that, then definitely you'll be able to get some special feeling from that.
생각도 단단쳐도 세우게 내면 어떻게 삼까지 나고 그 샘도 라로도 왔어.
So right now, even if you try to think, you have to make a really effort, to think in that way, and or even when you think, you don't get much feeling.
오케이. 그래서 단단 감도 샘나 게 빠샤지다. 빠샤데 말라이시데 아니 고추 제주의 장한테 배는 거 첨부래.
And so by doing that, each time we do, we're leaving us, imprint in our mind, and in order to work that out, we have to do it every day.
Okay. Any questions? Yes.
It sounds like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like there's a lot of similarity between, they're almost very similar between renunciation and bodhicitta. It's very similar.
대지바란 말이지. 근데 상적고 샘세대 젠 샘체게 치다 상적 공부 통고 누구나 말이지. 아니 그러나 세지세대 나랑 고아당에 송 동을 갖고 누구 샘 드릴로 이랬어.
다 전승이 쓴 말씀대로.
상적고 샘바에나 다 집어자로 그랬어. 민주도 상적고 샘나 집어자로 그랬어.
Yeah, I mean there is a similarity, in them, in a sense that they both, they both have a wish, to achieve liberation. So one, if it's a denunciation of the Hinayana, then it will be just like for myself mainly. I want to be free from suffering. I want to be free from samsara. And that thought, I must free myself from samsara like that. And then with the bodhicitta, not only free from the samsara, but free all sentient beings from samsara. Therefore, I'm going to, have to achieve enlightenment. And for that, I'm going to do this or that. So then that calls bodhicitta. So there's a similarity, but they're not same.
배차잖아. 배차잖아. 나랑기야. 라샤다라고 온도 대가래가 지금 로서 해다. 만두 컴퍼니가 레카데 차고도 대레가도나 코코노 가차서 뭐지. 샤워지 봐야.
So if you say for example, if you say, oh, I need the money, therefore I'm going to go to work, or oh, the company has to thrive, so therefore I'm going to go to work. You know. It's
Yeah.
the same thing. You're going to go to work, but your thought is different. You know, why you're going to go to work is different.
대도 지발했어. 봐. 나랑 타와 도고도 코드 내수고 동안 도고 대는 타와 도고는 나다마다 샘치 상마 팬도고 디지 타와 도고 코니 내가 집어 제고다 코노 가자서.
And so, so like this, I want to be free from suffering. Therefore, I want to achieve liberation. And I want to achieve liberation. So, and I want all student beings to be free from suffering. Therefore, I want to achieve liberation. So so I'm saying wanting to achieve liberation, but there's different kind of liberation you achieve, and there's a more motivation. Different motivation. For working towards achieving that liberation.
제다 샘지 참이 제다 산적 고모도나 샘지 참에 봐야다 샘지 잠깐 냠베 그거 도고 그래지 소소대 찌르와 나랑 타고 나랑 주보면서 도움도.
And then also there is the amount of virtue or merit that you accumulate from having this thought. Like when you say for the benefit of all sentient beings, that sentient beings are limitless, right? Uncountable, limitless. So you accumulate limitless merit just by having that thought. But if you say I want to achieve, then you're just only one. Then your virtue or merit is only one.
Okay? Do you understand the difference?
I understand that. Yeah, it seems like if you generated bodhicitta, you'd instantly have renunciation.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's for
Yes.
sure.
Okay.
That's
So if you have renunciation, doesn't mean you have bodhicitta.
Okay.
If you have bodhicitta, you definitely have the renunciation.
Okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
That's good question. Okay, any other questions? Yes.
Is giving up this life like synonymous with renunciation, like every life, or is it something else?
세대 로당마다 예중교보다 주버리고 있어.
샌디 루타와당 해주 제바. 아, 대랑 지바랑 말했어. 샌디 루타나다 샌드랑 맞춰가지고 그랬어. 아니 해주지라야 텔 슈체고 말로.
So giving up this life means like not being attached to this life, right? Not thinking about this life. Oh, whatever I have this life, I'm okay with that. Now it's it's done, and I don't have to worry about it. What I really have to worry about is next life. So when you think about like that, next life, you think about next life. Whatever you do it for next life. So you are giving up this life. So that's just doing for next life. So you give up and doing that. But the renunciation is a little bit more than that.
네, 근데자 다 되게 제다. 이 타와 돕고 온다고스. 고발 돕고 온다고스.
And then, so if you think about next life, then you're already giving up your life, giving up this life. But then even in next life, even if I'm born as a human or even as a god, I'll still be in samsara. I'll still have to go through suffering. I'll have to die again after that. I don't know where I'm going to be born. And so then, rather than just being, just having a good life in the future, I would rather, free myself completely from the whole samsara. So not just having good life in the future, but being free from all kinds of samsara. So when you have that thought, then that's called renunciation. So renunciation is more deeper, than just giving up this life.
Okay? Yes.
Just to add to that, what if you're thinking about next life, but you don't know whether you'll be reincarnated or not? What happens then? Wouldn't just thinking I'm doing this for next life, just kind of put your focus like I'm definitely going to be reincarnated?
Yes, really.
네, 그럼.
당간저도 가르상하다 겨워지면 말은 가르쳐 버렸어요. 겨워지면 세디로 당저 겨워지면 그런 삼당 걸어. 겨워지면 맨날 가르쳐 버렸어.
제와지마다 가서 남배치네 제와지마 열었라 그랬어.
So according to Buddhism, of course, I can't say yes there is, but according to Buddhism there will be next life. As long as we have the delusions, as long as we're in samsara, we will have next life.
근데 단단 가서 미쇼 제기도 왔어. 제대 직신이 맞지 않는 거야. 그 싸워야 지금 너무 많이 좋게 말했어.
So now everybody, every time there's a child born, right, in this country, in the world, where are they coming from? If somebody died and then they are reincarnated as that child. It's like that. That's according to Buddhism. That's how it is. It's not like somebody has created, a new person. It's not like that. It's somebody who have passed away in their previous life, and now they are born as a child.
I agree with that, but what I learned from the Monday classes is that what if you don't fail in this life and you have all the causes to not be reincarnated?
그래서
다 겨워 레메고나 쓰고 다 빼는다 영어 차선 빵투바나 세대를 쓰고 있어.
제와 주면 내 마고와 얘나 아니 딱까지 가지 녀모기 제발래 가지 다 녀모강가 빠고 제마 녀모강가 빠고 맞네 제발 녀모가
여시만 섬당고 얼마 안 되더라.
제발 녀모강가 빠네 제발 좀 섬다고 말 레옹고 말했어.
Yes, in that case, of course, you don't have to think about it. So let's say, if what causes us to be born, again and again, is the delusions, right? Karma and delusion. If you have abandoned all the karma and delusion in this life, then you don't have to be born. Then you don't have to worry. Yeah, you don't have to think about next life. Now you're completely liberated. When you die from this life, then you are liberated. You have achieved liberation. You are free from samsara. Then there's no birth again. Yes.
시바다 콜레지네 그라지브 시어도 시바도 저러서.
It's like graduating from the college.
유나이티드 콜레지 그라지하게. Okay. Yes.
The Lam-rim prayer, there's a part of the Lam-rim prayer that's it says, may I be born in the hell for an ocean of eons just to benefit one sentient being. So the question was, if bodhisattva, somebody with bodhicitta does that, do they have suffering while they do that, or do they not have suffering while they do that?
No, 설명이 말했어. 삼지도 제발한 거지.
They are like taking birth intentionally, so they don't have suffering.
야,
So even though they're born in hell, they don't have suffering?
그러. 삼지도 제발한 요 말했어.
Yeah, if you are born there by the power of karma and delusion, yes, you'll have suffering. If you are born there intentionally through the power of your prayers, then you don't have suffering.
빼나면 가도 마장이지나. 마장이 마장마고 그 다도는 그 강에 겨 말았어. 다 마장이 그걸 거서 강에 쇼래. 그니 사실 직발이다. 지금 마장으로 지금 말아. 빼따때 빼주이로 빼탄 로이는 가시.
So I don't know if this example works or not. Like someone who is in the battlefield, fighting, and someone who is in the battlefield but not fighting. So someone who's fighting, who will have to go through all these sufferings, but who is not fighting don't have to go through. They're same being in a battlefield, but one, I don't know, does this work?
He would just
Example.
die if he wouldn't fight.
막 되게 얘가 매워지야. That's true.
Okay, there's another part of the story.
Yeah.
Part of the example is that you will not die. You will not die.
example, 내가 샤주 삼바도 삼지들이 물론 자기 그랬어.
Yeah, so bodhisattvas, they intentionally, born there. They pray to be born there, so.
오케이. 그래서 삼지들 제발라도 레닝이 제발라도 같이 하는 그랬어.
And so it's different, like being born there, through the power of karma and delusion, or being born there through the intentional prayers.
야문은 가더라 보면 소소 내와 나지 지는 같이 도매지. 미지기 전 내와 있는 면에 대줄라오니 라그마로 된다 보시.
It's like you want to go to that place, through your own wish, or somebody force you to go there, like two different cases like that, right?
제가 공예소세대 내전에 그 내가 만나고 됐잖아요. 제대 그다 고치고 도와요 알아봤어.
And so one is, that you are born there, whether you went to heaven or you want to be born there or not. That's through the power of karma and delusion, right? The other one is through the intention and prayers. So there's a difference there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Now they must stop. Thank you.
Okay, you turn to page 39, Thanksgiving Mandala offering. Saji perki juxing me tok tram ri rabling jing yi de gyen pa di sang ji jing du ming de wu wa gi dro kun nam dag jing la chur pa shuk je tsun la me ku tse rab ten jing nam ka trin le chok chur ge pa dang lo sang ten peg dren me sa sung yi dro e mun sel tak du neg yur chik idam guru ratna mandalakam niryatayami. Tsongkhapa's final Lam-rim prayer. From my two collections, vast is space that I have amassed from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose mind's wisdom eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives, Manjushri. May I find the best of complete graded paths of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhas by practicing. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings with the points of the path as I have discerned them. May I uphold the the Buddha's teachings for a very long time, with my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread, or once spread have declined. May I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time, by even this graded course to enlightenment completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path praised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. The short, long life prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, may Lord Tenzin Gyatso Chenrezig remain in life till samsara's end. Ton yi ning je zung du juk pe lam che che sel ze gong chen tender chagna pe mo tenzin gyatso la serwa deb so jeden lundru shu. Page 49, the short long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Tup tsu chang xin chang kern gilwei tenzin kyong pelwei kun zo do porze chok sum kurwei legman tu drub padak so dul jagan du jam ten shu. Prayer to always meet with perfect teachers. Your form embodies all Buddhas. Your nature is that of Vajradhara. You are the root of the three jewels. Homage to you, O Gurus. In short, I seek your blessings, O Protector, to be cared for by you from birth unremittingly throughout all my lives, and thus to become your chief disciple, holding every secret of your body, speech, and mind. O Protector, please grant that all be auspicious for me to be foremost among your very first circle of disciples wherever you manifest Buddhahood, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes without exception may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. In all my lives, never separated from perfect gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma. By completing the qualities of the stages and paths, may I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Furthermore, in life after life, may I, pleasing him in return, be forever fostered by an accomplished Mahayana spiritual master, the source of every virtue of this world and beyond. In his care, may I acquire in him a firm, unshakable faith, pleasing him by every means possible, doing nothing even for an instant to disappoint. May my spiritual master impart to me every instruction and every teaching in its entirety. Having understood them faultlessly, may I practice them and be able to bring them to perfection. May I never even for a moment fall under the sway of malevolent teachers and misleading friends. Having developed in every life belief in cause and effect, renunciation, the Bodhi mind, and the pure view, may I embark upon them continually with effortless experience. In every life, may every virtuous act gathered by way of body, speech, and mind be causes solely for the welfare of others and for the purest and highest enlightenment. Page 57, Prayer of Dedication. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having gained Guru Buddha state, place each and every sentient being without exception in that state, precious supreme Bodhi mind, may it where unborn arise, and where born never decline, but increase forevermore. Page 75, make Sema. Make say wei ter chen chen resing dream make yem pei wang po jam pel yang gang chen ke pei tsu gen song kapa lo sang drag pe jab la sol wa de. Thank you, Geshe-la.
You have an announcement? Thank you, Jangchub. The announcements are, if you're available to stay, we have at 12:45 today a Medicine Buddha Puja. We have class this Wednesday at 7 o'clock with Geshe-la and Jangchub. And then after class this coming Sunday, we have class 10 to 12. Losar this year is going to be on Monday, February 24th. So next Sunday, which is the 16th after class, we'll be doing the Losar cleaning of the Gampa, and lunch will be offered. So even if